Olympic gymnast Suni Lee has claimed gold at the Tokyo Games, proving Team USA has more than one superstar. Certainly cause for celebration. Lee's victory has been largely overshadowed, though, by her teammate Simone Biles' absence. Biles withdrew from the Games earlier this week, citing mental health challenges. Joining me now, an Olympic gold medalist himself, figure skater Schott Hamilton. Scott, I'm a huge fan of your work as an athlete, as an analyst. It's great to have you on with us tonight. Speaking of analysis, what did you make of this decision by Simone, and what was your response when you heard about it?
Well, it's shocking, and it's one of those things that causes great debate. I know that everyone has an opinion. I've heard many sympathetic, many judgmental, but I'll just tell everybody, just take a step back. And it's really hard to judge someone when you can't walk one step in their shoes. It's the Olympic stage it's unbelievable, and it's gotten bigger and bigger and bigger with the demands of television and everything else. And I was shocked when Simone pulled out, because she is arguably, if you take Nadia Comaneci out of the equation, she is arguably the greatest gymnast of all time. Right. And so for this to happen, I mean, there's always question, how, why, who, what. And it's just, only she knows. I mean, she's the only one, because she's trained her whole life for this moment. And the last thing you'd want to do is to step away.
Right, at that point.
There was so much at stake.
Yeah, Scott, there was something that caught my eye. I mean, she dropped the clue earlier in the week when she said she felt the weight of the world on her shoulders. And that should have been perhaps a clue or a red flag. But what else caught my eye was that she said we should be out here having fun, and sometimes that's not the case. What does that say to you?
Well, I guess in so many respects, when we train for that moment, there's nothing different except for the rings that are there and a lot of the demands that media puts onto us. And, there's a lot of expectation. I was told by the media when I went in for my Olympics that if I didn't win, it was a failure. I had lost the competition in 3 years. And it was kind of like, really? Because I'm looking at this as it's unique. It's the Olympic Games. Right. And so for me, it felt a little bit more like a gauntlet than anything else. But I prepared, and I really wanted my training to represent my preparation. I tried not to let all my coach called them fruit flies. I didn't want the fruit flies to kind of get in my way and prevent me from being successful. So you've got to be myopic in that moment. You've got to be able to just that I've trained on these apparatus. I've trained on this. I prepared myself to be in this moment and to just push everything else away. And if you can't do that, I mean, for someone in her position, I would think that she would be able to. But I've seen a lot of things in my years. Midori Ito from Japan was expected to win the Olympic gold medal in 1992. And I saw it. Every single day, the press was honor, and she couldn't escape, and it crushed her. So I've seen it happen to other athletes. It's not unique. And I will say to Simone, though, Janet Lynn told me a long time ago that whatever you earn is yours for the rest of your life, and whatever's next is next. And I hope this doesn't diminish or tarnish her achievements.
Well, do you think it ends here, Scott? Because you're right. No one can take away from her what she's accomplished. But knowing who she is and what she's done, it seems like this would be a hard way for her to call it a career.
It would be a tragedy in a way. But, our lives are our lives to manage, and they're our lives to we determine whether we're a success or a failure, right? I mean, that's up to us to kind of take a step back and say, I did the best I could, or I could have done better, or I would have, could have, should have, whatever that is, if there's regret. But the Olympic stage is unique. And I think for Simone, she may second guess this, maybe, but we can't really judge, because we're not in her position, nor could anyone be, because of everything that was at stake and all the expectations and all the focus and everything that was put on her. I've seen it happen to other athletes.
Man, it's great to have you, Scott. It really is. It makes me want to watch figure skating. You really did you did such great work, and it made it so much fun to watch the Olympics. Again, thanks for your time. It's wonderful having you.
Thank you so much.